everyone, to the return of the Wrestling Revolution with the host with the most. It's yours truly, Jarrett. You're right back here on YouTube's #1 wrestling talk show, The Wrestling Revolution. We got a big episode to talk about this week for you guys. And,
wait a minute, JR.
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Wait a minute.
Here we go.
Have no fear. Your Messiah is here. JR, you are not the host. We are co-hosts. If anything, I am the host.
Here we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know who this is Wade Skaggs, the guy who skipped the biggest edition of the Wrestling Revolution ever. This is Wade Skaggs, who had his own episode of the Wrestling Revolution, the lowest viewed episode in history, I might add. But this is my co-host, Wade Skaggs. And, you know, I've been dying to know for about 6-7 weeks now. What is up with this new attitude, Wade?
JR, first of all, shut the hell up. I'm tired of hearing you. I'm tired of listening to your bullshit. Second of all, my friends, everything that has transpired over the past couple months is all according to my plan. Okay? The Wrestling Revolution has been... what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. Okay? First off, you had this asshole start off the Wrestling Revolution. He said, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try to make a talk show, and I'm just going to hang out in my bedroom and talk about wrestling, and people will like it. And I said, sounds like a plan. This is my brother here, or he was. So I said, go for it. Sorry. But I watched it, and I said, JR, that's a pretty good show.
I mean, come on. Is there any doubt?
When really I was thinking, JR, you're a piece of shit. So, I planted the seed in his head. It was like Inception. I went in his dreams. 4 levels. And I said, JR, it's good, but it can add something different. And he said, why don't you come on the show with me? And I said, let's do it. So, the Wrestling Revolution exploded. It exploded because I am here.
Let me just,
you can't even get it organized correctly. We got papers flying everywhere.
Let me just interject something. The reason that my show took off was not because I added you on. It was because of my idea to go to the TNA Impact Edition, which, might I add, 7,000 views. It was counting. Nonetheless.
Oh, okay. So it was your idea to go to TNA. It was your idea to go to WWE. And then, oh, I'm so relieved that you have such great ideas, JR.
Does anyone see a relationship between him and Michael Cole?
Hey, Michael Cole's a saint. You son of a bitch, you shut your fucking mouth right now.
See what I mean?
Hey.
You know what?
No.
Before this goes any farther, we have to take a commercial break. We'll be right back on the Wrestling Revolution with your host with the most, JR Judy, and Wade Skaggs. We'll be right back. Ready? You're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the savior, Wade Skaggs, and this is the Wrestling Revolution's WWE Draft Recap. Alright, we had a big week.
Speaking of draft picks, I was really hoping, first of all, you started without me. I thought we were on this agreement, we're going to be on neutral terms here, at least to get this show done for the fans. Second of all, I was really hoping the Wrestling Revolution could have won a draft pick, hoping this guy got drafted to, like, Chair Shot Reality or something. Justin LaVoie, I could have taken you know.
Hey, if I was on the Chair Shot Reality, they would be the most watched show in the history of the universe. Okay? Even if you had Justin LaVoie or Josh Eisenberg, you wouldn't have shit. The Wrestling Revolution would be shit without me. Do you realize this? Listen, I am the revolution. Okay? This guy, he's a little lousy piece of shit. You are nothing without me. I am the revolution.
Anyway, while he does whatever...
I'm sorry, I digress.
We have things to do.
We have the draft picks to talk about.
Am I going to go first, or are you going to just talk the entire time? How do we do this?
I don't know, JR.
Number 1 pick of the draft, ladies and gentlemen, John Cena moves to Friday Night SmackDown. Followed up by SmackDown getting Randy Orton. So Wade, after 2 picks, it looks like SmackDown is in the driver's seat.
It definitely does look like SmackDown is in the driver's seat, and we all got really excited. I mean, having John Cena back on SmackDown, it could add something to his character. It could... I don't know what could happen.
He could, not be PG friendly, those little 7-year-old kids. We digress. We agree on that.
You could even tweak Randy Orton's character, too. It could have been great, JR. I'm telling you.
However, the draft continues, and Raw picks up a few picks. They get the high-flying Rey Mysterio, and maybe the blue chipper of the draft, Alberto Del Rio.
That's right, JR. It is his destiny to be on Raw and be WWE Champion.
However, just when you think Alberto Del Rio is done feuding with Rey Mysterio, here we go again. Same show. They wrestled last week on Raw. They can't get away from Del Rio and Rey. Another big pick from SmackDown. How about the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, who made a huge impact in a 6-man tag team bout, laying out Christian and John Cena.
That's right. Mark Henry finally turning heel. Either way, it doesn't matter. He's a piece of shit. Next pick, please, JR.
Sin Cara goes to SmackDown. The Mexican warrior, if you will.
Okay.
Shut up. What are you going to call him? The masked idiot with a trampoline?
Hey, you don't talk about him that way.
Just saying. He can't make a move right on live TV. They moved him to SmackDown so they can cut him out and edit him.
He did it good on Raw last week. Or SmackDown, whichever it was.
That's taped. They can edit him. They can
I'm
make him look
going to edit your ass out of this video.
I edit the video.
Next draft pick, please.
Well, we got a big colossal pick there Monday Night Raw.
No, not me.
Bigger than him. The Big Show, one half of the tag team champions, comes to Raw. It doesn't matter. The tag team champs can go on both shows anyway, so
yeah,
doesn't really matter. And we digress. Final pick of the night was for Monday Night Raw, and on a night where they needed somebody big from SmackDown, they got it technically because they get John Cena.
John Cena, double draft, first time that's ever happened. The first and last pick of the night.
I would like to say, with Cena being on SmackDown for that 6-man tag team match, Cena's SmackDown record is 0-1. Just throwing it out there.
For now. I mean, for the past month.
Anyway, what about the other supplemental draft picks? Daniel Bryan to SmackDown.
Sheamus to SmackDown, one of my favorite superstars. This dickhead doesn't like Sheamus.
Sheamus lost his U.S. title, might I add, to Raw's new pick, Kofi Kingston. What about the Great Khali movement for SmackDown? Already in the world title picture. With Jinder Mahal, could there be a bit of a cohesiveness between those two?
I would love to see those two team up. And also, I don't know if you know this, but Shawn Daivari, also known as Abdul Sheikh Bashir in TNA and Koskar Daivari in WWE, he worked a dark match on Monday night last week.
That was 2 weeks ago. Last week, Trevor Murdoch worked.
That's right. Either way, if the 3 of them teamed up, how incredible would that be, JR?
Wow. And then Trevor Murdoch could just sing.
Shut up. Next, we have, refresh my memory.
See, well, the draft pick really, you had a couple of young up-and-comers. Tyler Rex, Kurt Hawkins.
And JTG went to Raw, too.
All moving to Raw. Can I finish this sentence before we do that?
I mean, if you really need to.
A couple of divas switched. Kelly we were on Monday Night Raw. Ups the hotness of that brand a little bit.
And we saw a match between Kelly and Maurice. Which I think was the debut of someone else.
You know, I thought about this for a while. And it was the debut of a big, massive woman. A woman more of Wade standards. Karma.
I'm not going to lie. Awesome Kong
Karma.
is sexy.
Karma.
I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to try to hide it. Kia Stevens, if you're watching.
There's always a spot for you on Wade. I mean on the Wrestling Revolution.
Hey, either way, I'm good. Either way, Awesome Kong, a.k.a. Karma, yes.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Terrible name.
It is, but
I don't like that name at all.
it's not bad.
Call her super big lady who just kills everybody.
You know, if WWE, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, Awesome Kong, I gotta try to stop calling her that. Karma debuted at, what was the last pay-per-view?
Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules, and decimated Michelle McCool, who lost her match to Layla to leave WWE.
Secretly, she just wants to go bone the Undertaker longer.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Yeah, if you didn't know, she's married to the Undertaker.
I don't have any discretion, I'll say it.
Yeah.
But, how about the other news from the draft?
This show's not child friendly, by the way. Fuck you!
Yeah, we've never been child friendly, we've never been PG. Speaking of not PG, someone who upset the fans and who needs to think about the children, R-Truth turns heel.
I wish I had a cigarette right now.
I'm going to deal with you, I need like 7 in a pack. Anyway, R-Truth turns heel, injures the neck of John Morrison.
No, he really did.
Whatever you say. I don't believe he did it.
Well, he might not have done it, but the fact remains John Morrison did have neck surgery.
Yes. R-Truth now, in the driver's seat, could be propelled into the main event, however, on a very hefty Raw brand with 3 top-tier heels ahead of him, Miz, CM Punk, and Alberto Del Rio. I don't like R-Truth's chances of getting into that main event.
I don't like his chances either, but WWE has a way of screwing over CM Punk in a way. But, either way, R-Truth's heel turn is something that makes me really excited about WWE.
Isn't CM Punk's contract expiring anyway?
It's supposed to expire this summer. Rumors are he might leave. I don't believe it, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Speaking of the draft impacting people's lives, what about Captain Charisma Christian? Extreme Rules Sunday, the pressure was on Christian to bring the World Championship back to SmackDown in his battle with Alberto Del Rio. After a brutal, violent ladder match, Christian brings the World Heavyweight title to SmackDown and finally achieves a 17-year destiny to become the World's Heavyweight Champion.
Listen, I'll give you Christian. He has good ring skills, okay? But he is not a top draw. He cannot draw money.
Did you hear the crowd just explode for Christian?
I don't care about what the crowd says about Christian, and neither does Vince McMahon. It does not matter. He is not a draw.
Whatever you say.
Leading to something that happened on SmackDown. We'll get to that later.
He had a great main event. We'll just talk about it now. We're up here. Great
Okay.
main event Friday on SmackDown against Randy Orton for the World's Heavyweight title. But in the end, Christian's dream comes crumbling down as Randy Orton becomes the heavyweight champion of the world.
Right,
Which
right.
leaves us at a question mark. What happens for Christian in his career now?
You know, no one knows. Could he maybe feud with Randy Orton? Could one of them turn heel? Maybe. Anyway, this had to happen, JR. Randy Orton is the face of SmackDown. He's one of the faces of WWE. He is one of the top draws in the WWE.
Great.
Get that look off your face.
He's going to be the John Cena of SmackDown.
That's what he wants to be, the John Cena of
I'm going
SmackDown.
to get to the point of hating Randy Orton just as much as I hate John
Hey,
Cena.
Randy Orton, look, he's growing the beard like me, like
He's
I am
freaking
now.
Wolverine, that's all he is.
He looks good. No homo. He looks good.
Anyway, before we go any further, we have to go to a commercial break. But when we come back, we've got more for you. We got the fantasy matchup, the list, we got TNA news, and unfortunately more of him when we get back on the Wrestling Revolution.